You absolute bastard, whoever's done that before. That wasn't nice. Good morning and welcome back. Today I'm going to be following on from the last video where I was investigating the rust and its severity. So I'm actually going to have a look into how I'm going to complete the tasks, because it looks like it's got to be the dashboard out, the wiring loom out, altogether the fuse box area. Because the fuse box area is my main concern really, because it's the least accessible. The floor areas, absolutely fine. You can take the carpets out on the inside, use some fire blankets, and we can get it out. It's not a problem. Thank you to everyone who commented and liked, and the 100+ people who subscribed following the last video as well. I do really appreciate that, and hopefully that'll help me going forward as well. What I would like to say is the negative comments that come through on some of the videos, I'm just going to delete them. Some people are quite, I want to say, unkind. We've got to remember this car is, my aim is just to get it on the road and drive it. I'm not building a concours car. So, but yeah, thank you everyone for your support, and I hope you enjoy this video. So it's actually quite hard to see from the top where this damage is and how to get access to it. What I'm looking at here is clearly the wiring harness has been out before. I'm trying to work out if I can remove just the front section, maybe. Definitely don't appear to be able to unplug it. Let's have a look from inside. Looking from inside though involves taking stuff off, like a lot of stuff. You are underneath the dashboard. You can see the circular base of the fuse box, and then a light bit. I'm gonna get my finger in there. Over here, that daylight coming through is the rust hole. I know it's only a tiny hole, but my issue is that it's so close to the strut top. So I'm not going to do the bodge and fill it with tiger seal, which somebody mentioned. Not a chance. I'm going to have to get all this out. But all this out is a lot out. The camera just failed on me. What is going on here? It does look like I'm going to have to take the dashboard out just to get access to the wiring. The risk of running a welder behind there is too great. I don't think that's a clever idea. So yeah, let's get it stripped down. Well, that's the dashboard out. I'm actually quite terrified as to what I'm going to find behind here. So when I got the car, the wiring was a right mess, so I took the dashboard out and I tidied up loom taped all the loom, so it is in a much better state than when I got it. But I wasn't looking for rust or anything like that, so obviously thinking it had already been done, already been completed. So I'm going to set it back now. I've taken all the ancillaries off and labelling everything up. I've already started labelling, as you probably saw as I went through. Purely because I know what it's like. It might be weeks, months before this goes back together, depending on what I find and how bad it is. So let's see what we can find. I might not film this bit just to prevent boring you. But if I do find anything, I will surely put the camera back on. Yay! Well, we can definitely agree I've committed. Can you believe I've been out here for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours? Wow. Can't wait to put it all back together.
I work so hard every day, I never take a break. I'm always on the move, I'm never going to rest. My goal is in sight. I'm never...
Let's have a look what we got. Apart from loads of spaghetti. Can you see in here? How is the light? So we can see this is what was obvious from the inner arch. And then the fuse box cover covered all this up. It's a bit flaky. The ring itself's okay. So I could probably just make up some flat plate. I'll clean that off. See the wheel through there. Shouldn't be able to see that. Yeah, it gives us good access anyway. Definitely the right thing to do. Bit of daylight. What's that bit there? That's just where the wing joins onto the windscreen. Nothing bad. And then we've got all this. Could it be a very simple old-fashioned car, because the wiring looms would be much bigger nowadays. Nice. So I've just taken the fan motor box out, wanting to get to the ECUs, because when it comes time for welding, I don't want anything attached like that. I don't want to be burning them out. That's something I definitely don't want to be purchasing. I'm interested to know what this little yellow box is here. It's got some scabby little wires on it. I can't quite read it. Might be able to get it on camera. Maybe not. Motorcraft ECU. So I don't know what that means. I've got some interesting plugs on it down here, and what looks like an old alarm bracket. Clearly new alarm on it. Very interesting. Good to see these are all nice and clipped up and protected. Perfect. And then we've got this one here. It's clearly just a spare. I'll put that back there. I'll have a look at that later. Inside here, it's disgusting. That's just like powder. Not sure what to do with that as yet. There might be a foam cover you can do to modernise it. But definitely something to look into before I put it all back together again. You can see the old welding here, where it's had a battery tray in at some point. And then looks like they've painted it with some sort of undersealy crap. Probably a seam sealer. And then gone over it with like a sturdy wire brush just to give it an incredible texture. After a nice little scratch and scrape, it would appear that patch is going to get yet another. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So might get that ordered as well. I've got some flat plate, I could try and make one, which I might still do. But this circular bit here is pressed and raised. And I just don't think I've got anything which I can make a mould for it. Now we'll see. This is where we're at. Inside the front driver's side wheel arch. I've gone over with a bit of Tipex or white marker, timing marker, whatever you want to call it, just to highlight the little patches that I want to make. So I'm thinking I make this as a little square with a fold in it, and that should be really nice on there. I'll cut the old piece out and try and let it in. It's got a couple of different angles on it, but this edge here is solid, it's been replaced before. And then this is just the edge of the damage, and I'll try and decide where I go about doing this. I'm going to grind off the inside of the wheel arch because it's got a repair panel on it already, and someone just hasn't cut out the old bad metal, so it's probably been done for an MOT or something in the past. And then on this edge here there is a hole, so I'm going to try and put a square plate. No doubt that's going to be really awkward to weld onto. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. So don't be under any illusion that I'm going to be welding anything in today. It's going to be trying to make the panels and see where my skills will take me. So I've got a piece of off-cut wheel arch, which I'm going to attempt to flatten off and make use of. That'd be ideal for the inner driver's side arch. Don't really know what I'm doing. Let's give it a go anyway. So I've just been looking under the arch, and I think to do a bigger, longer plate might be a better idea. So I've gone a slightly different direction, where hopefully it'll work. If not, it's only a piece of metal, I'll just make it flat again. So I'm going to keep a good width at the top, I'm going to trim it down because I don't need that much metal. I've got an impression on the inner arch here, which I'm not going to be able to recreate. So I'm going to carry on working on that. You can kind of see where we're going to get at here. I'm going to go around this mould mark here, and I might end up trimming this down anyway and just putting a better piece in the bottom. This is going to be up in that crease, head in there, taking out the bad metal, I think it's up to about there. So it should be well in. That's good. I need to get myself a cutting wheel because I'm not going to be able to take that out with tin snips. Right, I've just been beavering away making some panels, and I'm quite happy with what I've got so far. I mean, they all get fettled and everything before they get put in, but there's nice little repair panels going here. Let's cover up that little bit of damage, rust. We've got this one which is just sitting here nicely. You can see it on camera. It's not welded in or anything. We've got this one which will that'll sit up in here, and then I'll make another patch to go in here. It's looking good so far anyway. Having already made the panels for the outside, I'm actually going to take off the old sealant and stuff and see what it's like on the inside. Here's your filler. A flipping filler. You absolute bastard, whoever's done that before. That wasn't nice. Why have you put so much filler inside a car? Good old patch. I'll cut that out from the outside. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Thanks. Whoever did that. Thanks. Right, a quick summarise on what we found today. All the filler on the inner arch, or the inside of the body. You know, if they'd done that the first time, it would have looked really tidy now, but I can understand why they didn't. I've literally got white dust everywhere. I'm going to have to go over it with a damp cloth, I think. Maybe a couple of times. But not before I've actually cut it out. The floor. So as we're calling the car patch now. The floor is quite... It's made up of loads of different patches. There's a patch in here. There's a patch in there. There's a patch up here. Small patch. Another small patch. Patch, 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 patch. It's quite appropriately named actually. And then following on from the last video, the underside of the seat mount is pretty tired. There's a patch back there. See a bit of a crack in the floor here. So what I plan to do now is, from maybe that point there, I'm gonna put in a repair panel, and that'll take me all the way up to the front here. So I'll take out all the patches which are in the floor, and so yeah, it's going to be a lot of welding. I'm going to replace these patches in the inner arch because they've gone soft, sour. I'm actually going to be cutting out a repair to tidy up a repair. From inside the arch, you can see where I sketched out the repair panels I was going to do. I didn't sketch out the repair panels at all. I highlighted the areas of concern. I've showed those. And then inside, I'm going to look at a repair panel to go in here. Like I say, it's about £25. I haven't even looked into making one yet, but I could do potentially. We'll see. Taking the heater box out to disconnect the ECUs in preparation. We've pulled all the wiring harness out. So, quite a productive day to be fair. I'm going to set about tidying up now. Getting all my tools away, and I'll look into getting some repair panels bought in preparation for fitting them. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. That will help me out in the future, I'm sure. And put a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know where I should take this. Because at the minute I was just looking at fixing it to make it work. People have complained in the past that I'm not making it and repairing it to a concours standard. But I don't have £20,000 to throw at it to make it a £20,000 car. So thank you again for watching. Wait out for the next video.